It's live.
It's mixed.
And it's right here on CBS.
The moment draws near for the world that joins us now by satellite, and especially for this young woman. Beneath this deceptive tranquility, there is excitement, wonder, curiosity, preparation, anticipation. An international mystery set in the exotic Orient. 68 of the world's most beautiful young women have come to this fabled city in quest of her crown. The excitement builds. The game is afoot. And now, our exquisite monarch signals the start of this, an evening like no other.
Live from surprising Singapore, a magic place of many worlds. The 36th annual Miss Universe pageant with Bob Barker, Mary Pratt, the cultural dance groups of Singapore, our delightful group of little sisters, and the 68 young women from all over the world competing for the title of Miss Universe, now held by Barbara Palacios Tede.
On the top of the world, meet me on the float to a level above. I wish you stop what you're doing and get on the case. We could blow this existence right out into space. Go today, every way, right away. Oh, let's go, baby, let's go, baby, come on, and party all over the world. Let's go, baby, let's go, baby, come on, and party, and take a cue from me now. I'm saying, baby, let's go. Will you listen to me? I'm saying, baby, come on now. Let's go, 'cause we can't hold back no more. It's a party all over the world.
Ladies and gentlemen, wearing their national costume, the 1987 Miss Universe Parade of Nations, beginning with Miss Argentina.
Amigos del mundo, yo soy Carolina Brachetti y vengo de Buenos Aires, República Argentina. Janine Leonardo, Sydney, Australia. Christina Silvestre, Vienna, Austria. Betty Ann Hannah, Nassau, Bahamas. Don Michelle Wayne from Barbados. Julia Jubilee, City, Belize. Mi nombre es Patricia Arce y represento Santa Cruz, Bolivia. Jaqueline Ribeiro Meireles, Brasília, Brasil. Sandy Michelle Harrigan from the British Virgin Islands. Tina Mae Simpson, St. Catharines, Ontario, Canada. Hola amigos, mi nombre es Cecilia Boloco y vengo de Chile. Patricia López Ruiz, Medellín, Colombia. Ana María Bolaño, San José, Costa Rica. Te amo, Costa Rica. I love you, Singapore. Hello everyone, I'm Fianelli Narvelo from the heart of the Caribbean, Curaçao. Nadasa Papadimitriou, Limassol, Cyprus. Dana Louiseville from Johansen, Sonoma, Denmark. Carmen Rita Pérez, Santiago, República Dominicana. Pilar Barreiro, Quito, Ecuador. Hoda Abud from Alexandria, Egypt. Mirna Pacelli Machuca, San Salvador, El Salvador. Yvette Livesey, Lancashire, England. Otitan Huambert, Tampere, Finland. Nathalie Marquet, Wittenheim, Mulhouse, France. Dagmar Schultz, Bonn, Germany. Xenia Patasi, Athens, Greece. Susan Peterson, Ilulissat, Greenland. Teresa Torres Fisher, Guam. María Flores, Guatemala, República de Guatemala. Janita Velden, Holland. Francia Tatiana Reyes, Tegucigalpa, Honduras. Lily Jung-Soo-Fui from Hong Kong. Priyadarshi Shri Pradhan from Bombay, India. Roshmi Thompson, Belfast, Ireland. Yamit Navi, Shalatian, Israel. Roberta Capua, Napoli, Italia. Janice Soel, Kingston, Jamaica. Hiroinamba Promo, Grandma, Japan. Suzuka Humbu, Mombasa, Kenya. Kim Ji-yoon from Seoul, Korea. Sahan Haidar, Balbat, Lebanon. Kristen Pagler, Rokota, Kinabalu, Malaysia. Cristina Bologna, Malta. Cynthia Fallon, Ciudad de México, Mexico. Ursula Ryan, Auckland, New Zealand. Linda Chuba, Amisha, Nigeria. Luciana Addis, Saipan, Northern Marianas. Marianne Lines, Fredrikstad, Norway. Gabriela From the shining star of the Caribbean, Puerto Rico.
Fabienne Joël Feuillot, Dakar, Sénégal.
Mary Nicole Teo, Singapore. Remedios Cervantes, Málaga, España. Nandadevi Chirnan from Sri Lanka. Susanta Nesta from Sweden. Renate Walter, Lucerne, Switzerland. Tutimani Ina from Bangkok, Thailand. Denise Richards, San Fernando, Trinidad, Tobago. Leila Shishmish, Izmir, Turkey. Carmelita Teresa, Grand Turk, Turks and Caicos Islands. Victoria Sangaro, Montevideo, Uruguay. Michelle Royer, Keller, Texas, USA. Eliza Ben Cosme from America's Paradise, the United States Virgin Islands. Nicola Davis, Meredith Tidville, Wales. Let's go, baby, come on.
And now let's meet our star, the reigning Miss Universe, Barbara Palacios Payday. Our hostess and co-star of the CBS hit series Newhart, Mary Pratt. The star of The Price is Right and one of America's favorite television personalities, our host, Bob Barker. The colorful interpreters of native dance, the cultural dance groups of Singapore.
Let's go, baby, let's go.
Ladies and gentlemen, our host, Bob Barker.
Thank you, and greetings from the place they call, rightfully, Surprising Singapore. In the 13th century, this city was named Singapura, which in Sanskrit means lion city. Usually, I like to open these pageants with a native phrase, but this is a city of many cultures and many languages, so let me just use a phrase that I know audience like to hear. Ladies and gentlemen, Mary Fran.
Thank you, Bob. And good evening, or good afternoon, or good morning. You see, it all depends on where you are.
That's right. This show is seen live all over the world, and the time differences are sometimes just a little confusing.
For example, Bob's right. Audiences in the United States are watching this show on Tuesday evening.
But here in Singapore, it's Wednesday morning, so if you people in the United States are wondering what tomorrow will be like, well, you're looking at it.
Right now, though, it's time for us to get another look at our lovely young contestants. Now, later on, you're going to see great musical entertainment, exciting competition, and some wonderful Singapore scenery. But right now, we're going to bring you a swimsuit fashion show. Now, this is not a competition. It is a chance, though, for you to see again each of our lovely young ladies, and this time in their swimsuits by Catalina, and at the same time, try to guess which 10 will be our semifinalists.
The score you'll see on your screens at home for each of our contestants is the one she received in our preliminary swimsuit competition.
So have your pencils and your paper ready, because when it's over, Bob will be announcing the names of our 10 semifinalists. Now, more proof of the contrast of surprising Singapore. It's a busy commercial hub mixing towering skyscrapers with traditional pagodas.
Like these at Singapore's famous Chinese gardens, the lush setting for our swimsuit fashion show.
Beautiful backgrounds for beautiful ladies.
We find lily pads, pagodas, bridges, moon gates, and Miss Venezuela, Ines Maria Calero. Next for our fashion photographer is Janine Leonardo, Miss Australia. The twin pagodas are enhanced by Miss Wales, Nicola Gale Davis. Not a fiddler on the roof, but Janice Sewell, who is Miss Jamaica. In the background, a bridge. In the foreground, Rosemary Thompson, Miss Ireland. In the shadow of this great statue of Confucius stands Miss Peru, Jessica Newton. And this parasol lady is Linda Chuba Ikpesu, Miss Nigeria. Beauties on the rocks with lotus blossoms on the side, it's Miss Paraguay, Tammy Ortigoza, and Tina Mae Simpson, Miss Canada. For their fans on the other side of the world, here are Miss Puerto Rico, Lowry Simpson. And wearing a silver foil tropic swimsuit, Michelle Royer, Miss USA. Under the arch of this oriental moon gate, we find Miss Panama, Gabriela de la Use, along with Teresa Torres Fisher, Miss Guam. This lovely twosome consists of Carmelita Arisa, Miss Turks and Caicos, and Miss New Zealand, Ursula Ryan. Here is Sandy Michelle Harrigan, who is Miss British Virgin Islands. Yesterday's pagoda and today's skyscraper live side by side in surprising Singapore. On the roof of the Marina Mandarin Hotel, we find Miss Kenya, Susan Kahumba, and Miss Senegal, Fabienne Feliot. Rising from the pool, from the land of the rising sun, is Hiroa Namba, Miss Japan. And following suit in an animal print suit is Miss Sri Lanka, Nandini Wiji Gunaratna. Our photographer shoots a couple of young ladies lying in the water but keeping dry. First, in her Rio flower ruffled swimsuit, is Miss Italy, Roberta Capua. And reflecting on life, while Singapore Harbor reflects in the background, is Miss Finland, Oti Tanwampa. Here are Miss Malta, Christina Apa Bologna, and Miss Malaysia, Christine Pagler. Waterfalls are fun but tough on the hairdo, says Miss Portugal, Noelia Chavez Pereira. And agreeing with her is Yanni Terfelda, Miss Holland. But not for the natives, says Miss Singapore, Marian Nicole Teo, and she proves it. Here, wearing an optic swirl print suit, is Holly Edgel, Miss Belize, with Renate Walter, Miss Switzerland. From the land of the Eiffel Tower, this eyeful is Natalie Marquet, Miss France. For our photographer, it's the familiar "Just One More, Please" to Miss Spain, Remedios Cervantes, in her black and stardust swimsuit. And before we leave this rooftop pool, we get to meet Miss Brazil, Jacqueline Ebaro Mareles. Our next stop is, without question, the most famous hotel in the Orient, the 100-year-old Raffles, where traditional charm is joined by modern beauty in the person of Miss Mexico, Cynthia Fallon. At the pool, two ladies from cooler climates, Miss Denmark, Nana Louisa Johansson, and Susie Peterson, Miss Greenland. Pooling their pool time are these two young women, Miss Bahamas, Betty Ann Hanna, and Miss Bolivia, Patricia Arce Rocobado. And here is Viennaline Arvelo, Miss Curaçao. Our fashion show moves by cable car to Sentosa Island, where we greet Miss Argentina, Carolina Paolo Brachetti, and Miss Dominican Republic, Carmen Rita Perez. Modeling farmers' hats are Luciana Ada, Miss Northern Marianas, Miss Honduras, Francia Reyes, and Miss Hong Kong, Chung Suk Foy. Hats off! Her one-shoulder monokini is only part of the reason our photographer snaps Miss Turkey, Leila Sheshbesh. A pretty palm tree is made prettier when it is joined by Priyadarshini Pradhan, Miss India. And making this sleepy lagoon sleepier and prettier is Miss Colombia, Patricia Lopez Ruiz. From the pyramids of home to the wooden bridges of Singapore comes Miss Egypt, Hoda Abu. And here to pose in her thigh-high bandeau suit is Miss Chile, Cecilia Boloco. Capture in this picture lovely ladies on a ledge. Miss Lebanon is Sahar Haider, Geraldine Edith Assis, Miss Philippines, and Miss Austria, Christina Sebastian. Waterfalls, fountains, and Miss Guatemala, Maria Flores. Miss Cyprus, Natasha Papadimitriou, and Dagmar Schultz, Miss Germany. From Santos's musical fountain, we move to East Coast Beach in dragons and kites and exotic ladies and native drums, like this one being struck by Miss Israel, Yamit Noy. Miss Norway is Marianne Linus, and she's also the skipper of this dragon boat. The Beauty and the Beast. The Beauty in her Jungle Prince suit is Miss Tyler, Chutima Nayana. And the waves wash up gently on the beach and on Miss Trinidad and Tobago, Denise Richards. Go fly a kite seems to be the message from Kim Ji-un, Miss Korea, and from Miss U.S. Virgin Islands, Eliza Ramone Bencosme. Parasols salute a pair of lovely ladies. First, Suzanne Torngren, Miss Sweden. Then Victoria Zangaro Grosso, Miss Uruguay. Red parasols and her lattice floral print set off Miss Costa Rica, Ana Maria Bolaños. Also surrounded by parasols is Miss Barbados, Michelle Waite. The warm waters are inviting to Miss Ecuador, Pilar Barrera. Not all lovely ladies like to be put on pedestals. Some prefer just to stand beside them, like Miss England, Yvette Lipsy. Virna Pasele Machuca, Miss El Salvador. And Senya Patazi, Miss Greece. As the merlion, the world-famous symbol which stands in Singapore Harbor, spouts a message of welcome, our 68 contestants send a greeting of goodwill from Surprising Singapore on behalf of the 1987 Miss Universe pageant.
From every viewpoint, that was a magnificent fashion show. Each of our 10 semi-finalists will be judged in 3 areas of competition: interviews, evening gowns, and swimsuits. And during each competition, our celebrity panel of judges will vote by entering a score somewhere between 1 and 9.99 into a terminal just like this one. Our computer will then average those scores, and the results will be seen by you and me on this monitor. Now, I emphasize that because this is the only monitor that will show those scores, and this won't be visible to our contestants, our judges, or even our audience here. Okay, have you made your choices for our semi-finalists? You'll be able to see how you did because Bob will have the names of those semi-finalists when we come back.
While you judges at home are just beginning your deliberations, our celebrity panel has been hard at work for the past week as our contestants took part in preliminary competitions. Each young lady was judged for poise and grace while wearing an evening gown of her own choosing. A swimsuit competition took place here on our stage, with each contestant wearing a suit of identical design. And each judge personally interviewed each of our contestants with the aid of an interpreter when needed. All the scores awarded by the judges were entered into our computer, and the 10 highest average scores determined our semifinalists. Now, our ladies look cool and collected here in their beautiful Chong Sums from the China Silk Company, but of course they can't be cool and collected because they, better than anyone, know that we're about to announce our 10 semifinalists. Now, as I walk over to pick up the results, let me wish each of you the very best of luck.
We know how nervous they feel right now. When Bob gets those scores, he will read the names of our 10 semifinalists. And let me remind you that the names will be read in no particular order, and the scores you will see on the screen will be shown only to you at home. Those scores will represent the average score each contestant received in the 3 preliminary competitions. Bob?
All right, here we go. Here are the names of the semifinalists for the title of Miss Universe 1987. Number 1, Miss Italy. All right, audience, obviously you like Miss Italy. How do you feel about Miss Puerto Rico? We have Miss Italy, we have Miss Puerto Rico, and we have Miss Philippines. Yes, and here comes Miss Venezuela. And now number 5 on the list, we're halfway there with Miss Peru. All right, come on down, Miss USA. And now, ladies and gentlemen, I'll just bet that you approve of Miss Singapore. And number 8 on the list is Miss Sweden. Look out, here comes Miss Turks and Caicos. And now we're down to number 10. Only one more delegate who has a chance to become Miss Universe. She is Miss Chile. Congratulations to the semifinalists in the 1987 Miss Universe pageant.
audience here in the World Trade Center in Singapore. How do you like that sound? That's live television, as well as you, our television audience all around the world. Now know that the new Miss Universe is one of the 10 young ladies just announced. Those lions, which you can see, and the drums you can hear, the lions are male and female. They are symbols of prosperity in northern China, and for one of our 10 semifinalists, they'll be very appropriate today. Let's see how our celebrity panel ranked the girls. Our celebrity panel gave the top preliminary score to Miss USA, with Miss Chile second and Miss Italy third. But the scores that our semifinalists got in the preliminary competition are discarded now. And all of our semifinalists are even as of this moment. And from now on, everything our celebrity panel sees and hears will be seen and heard by you too. So if you like your television unpredictable, I know I do, don't go away, because our interview competition begins right after this word from Crest. With you surrounding me, I feel prosperous already.
With so much at stake and everything so spontaneous, this is always an exciting part of the show for me. I could write a book about the things that have happened during the interviews I've conducted on Miss Universe pageants, and I'm probably about to add another chapter. While I talk with each contestant, the judges will be giving her a score based not only on the content of the interview, but also on her charm and personality. Each young woman has been advised that if she desires, an interpreter is available from Interlingual Language Services. Again, only our home audience will see the scores our judges give each contestant. And first, I'd like to talk with Miss Italy. Would you come right down here? She is Roberta Capua, 18. She lives in Naples. And you're a professional model?
Yes, in Milano.
And there are thousands of girls watching us around the world who would like to be models. What advice do you have for them?
Oh, I think that to be a model is a work, and so you should be professional and try to do all your best. But it's very hard to become a famous model, and so professional is the first thing, to be very professional in everything.
And lots of hard work.
Yes.
Now, your mother was Miss Italy in 1959?
Yes.
What advice did she have for you when you came here? They approve of the genes, you see.
She just told me to be myself and to smile.
And you smile beautifully. What is the first thing you're going to do when you get back to Italy?
To eat pasta.
Thank you, Miss Italy. I'm sure Tony Bennett would approve. Miss Puerto Rico, will you come down to me? She is Laurie Simpson. She's 18. She lives in San Juan. And she is a university student. And what are you studying at the university?
I'm studying industrial engineering.
Industrial engineering?
That's right.
What would you like to do someday?
Well, as you have read, I would like to become an actress. I know it doesn't have
You're studying industrial engineering to become an actress?
Yes. No, it's curious, but I really like that, and I think everybody has the right to satisfy its dreams, and that's one of my dreams. After that, I will keep on studying industrial engineering. I have all my life for that.
That's right. You do indeed. Who is your roommate here?
Oh, my roommate she's wonderful, and she's Miss USA, Michelle, over there.
Yes. And Michelle told me that she is teaching Miss Puerto Rico the Texas two-step. Is that right?
That's true.
Yeah.
It's lots of fun. You want me to show you?
Well, yes. Do you wish?
Okay.
Do I have to do it with you?
Sure.
Oh, I do?
Yes, it has to be two persons. It cannot be only one.
How about two persons, cards, and a microphone?
Oh, it's a
Let me just take your word for it.
Okay.
You do know it.
You want me to show you a little bit?
All right.
Okay, you go 1, 2, 1, 2. And the woman goes backwards while the man goes frontward and the woman goes backward. That's right.
You see, this pageant is an educational experience for these contestants. Thank you, Miss Puerto Rico.
Thank you very much, Bob.
And Miss Philippines, I want you to come forward to me. She is Geraldine Edith Assis. She is 23. She lives in Manila. She is a college graduate. And what was your major in college?
I majored in interior design.
And what are you doing now?
I'm working with our family business, and at the same time I'm into modeling and doing some clothes business.
Now, I was pleased to learn that you watched The Price is Right in the Philippines.
Of course, that's my favorite show.
Now, here's a contestant of rare good taste, ladies and gentlemen. You have family members living in the United States?
Yeah, my grandmother's there. All the brothers and sisters of my father's there.
Where do they live?
New York, Michigan, LA, Florida, everywhere.
Have you visited all these places?
If I'm going to win Miss Universe, that's the first thing I'm going to do. Go visit them.
You have never been to the United States?
Not yet.
Well, of course, if you can see The Price is Right in the Philippines, there's no reason to go to the United States, is there?
Yeah, but I think it's better if you see it live.
That's right. Thank you, Miss Philippines. Miss Venezuela. Now, Miss Venezuela, would you like to have an interpreter?
Yes.
May we have the Spanish-speaking interpreter join us here, please? This is Ines Maria Calero. She's 18, she lives in Caracas, and she's studying fashion design. Ask her what she would like to do in the future, please.
¿Qué le gustaría hacer en el futuro?
Me gustaría ser una gran diseñadora de moda a nivel nacional, internacional. Y, ¿por qué no diseñarte un vestido para ti?
Para mí.
What did she say?
She says she would like to be a great designer, national and international way, and she would like to design a dress for you or for me, I don't know.
A dress for me? I hope it's for you. You want to design a dress for me?
What?
Next year's pageant should be very interesting.
¿Puedo diseñarle un vestido para él?
Claro que sí. El año que viene, el próximo Miss Universo, yo te diseño el vestido a ti.
I think this has lost something in the translation.
Because in Spanish we say vestido too, it's all right. She wants to design you a suit.
A suit. Better. Much better, yes. Now, I read in her bio that she likes to cook. Ask her what her specialty is.
¿Cuál es su especialidad en la cocina?
Mi especialidad, ropa vieja.
Ropa vieja.
¿Qué le gusta cocinar, señorita?
Ropa vieja.
Ropa vieja. What is ropa vieja?
Dirty clothes.
Dirty clothes? Sounds delicious. Yeah.
Suena fenomenal.
No, dile que es una comida que se prepara con carne, verdura, de todo un poquito, pero queda divina.
Whatever it is, she makes it sound wonderful, doesn't she?
It's a delicious food, it's a delicious meal, but it's a Latin American from Venezuela, specialty from her country.
Thank you. Thank you, Miss Venezuela. And Miss Peru. Miss Peru is Jessica Newton. She's 21. And Miss Peru, do you wish to speak English?
Yes, but I prefer to have my interpreter very close.
Very close, all right. Her interpreter will be very close, but she is going to speak English. Now, you are working with the other Latin delegates on a project to help children, aren't you?
Yes, we are working and we want to help all the hospitals for children in the country from South America. I want to do it first in my country, and when I met them in Miss South America, all of them were very, very, very gentle, and they said they want to go to my country and help me.
Good, good. We wish you well with that. Now, also, I read in your bio, in your biography, that you like to write.
I love to write. I'm writing a novel right now.
Oh, you are?
Yes.
Are you going to write about the pageant, the Miss Universe pageant?
Yes, I started my novel about 1.5 years ago, and the finish of my novel is going to end with this contest.
With this pageant?
Yes.
Well, now, if you write about the pageant, remember it's Barker. B-A-R-K-E-R.
Don't worry, I will.
All right. Thank you, Miss Peru. Thank you. We've heard from 5 of our semifinalists, and we'll be talking with the other 5 in just a few moments.
Festival of Lights processional group. On our stage, the 10 semi-finalists, and here with me, looking absolutely beautiful in her cheongsam, the reigning Miss Universe, Barbara Palacios Tede. Barbara, how important do you think it is for a contestant to be able to speak good English in the interview competition?
Well, it might make the contestant a little more comfortable, but I don't think it influences the judges. In fact, I know it doesn't. The last year I spoke no English, but I guess the judges got my message.
They certainly did. And obviously a year of being Miss Universe has done away with the need for an English translator for you. Brava, your English is wonderful.
Thank you, Mary. Thank you.
Well, more contestants and probably more translators when we resume the interview competition.
We have 5 more young ladies to get to know, and we'll do just that right now as we wind up our interview competition, beginning with you, Miss USA. She is Michelle Royer. She lives in Keller, Texas. She's 21, and she's planning to study medicine. Now, have you decided what type of medicine you're going to specialize in?
Yes, I'd like to become a pediatrician. As soon as I finish my reign as Miss USA, I'm planning on going back to school and hopefully getting into medical school.
Good for you. Now, I had the pleasure of crowning you Miss USA last February, and since then, what have you been doing? Lying around the house waiting for the Universe pageant?
Oh, hardly. They've had me very busy. I've traveled to about 12 different states, as well as going back to Texas for a big homecoming celebration. And I spent 2 days in my little hometown of Keller of about 8,000 people, and we celebrated for 2 days and finished up the whole thing with two-stepping at Billy Bob's Country Western Parlor in Fort Worth. Just like I taught Loudy.
Yeah, she's doing very well. When you went home wearing that crown, did your family wait on you hand and foot, treat you like royalty?
Oh my goodness. The motto at my house is that when, just as the Oriental make you leave your shoes outside, my mom says you can leave your crown on the front porch. You're to do your own laundry, clean the bathroom, and iron your own clothes just like always.
Good for Mom. Thank you, Miss USA.
Thank you.
And let's talk with Miss Singapore. She is Marian Nicole Teo. She's 19, and Miss Singapore hopes to enter the university. And what would you like to study at the university?
Well, I've applied for science, and I hope to do pharmacy when I enter the U.
Very good. Now, I know that you have been describing the wonders of Singapore to 67 other beauty delegates. What would you like to tell our television audience about this wonderful place?
Well, Singapore is a beautiful and very, very exciting tropical island. Our people are a mixture of many, many races, and we live together in racial harmony. We have many places of many places of interest. And lots of different types of food, and there's great shopping in Singapore. And I'm very proud to be a Singaporean, and my greatest wish is that everyone who's watching and in the whole wide world would come down and visit us.
They just might, after that very nice description of Singapore, they just might come visit you. I'm curious, though. I know that the contestants have been asking you all sorts of questions. What question would you say they've asked you the most?
Where's the best place to shop?
That's right. Their motto is shop till you drop, these girls. Thank you, Miss Singapore. Now we'll meet Miss Sweden. Down here to me, she is Suzanne Thorngren. She's 19. She lives in Stockholm, and you would like to have an interpreter?
Yes, thank you.
Yes. May we have the Swedish-speaking interpreter, please? Why don't you ask her how she decided to enter the beauty pageant?
Hur kom det sig att du beslöt dig för att vara med i tävlingen?
Det var inte mitt eget beslut. Det var min mormor som skickade in ett kort på mig till en tidning som hade tävlingen.
Yes. It wasn't my decision, really. It was my grandmother who sent a picture to the magazine that arranged the...
Her grandmother sent her picture?
Ja, det mormor som skickade bilden.
Yes, it was.
And she knew nothing about it?
Visste du ingenting om det?
Inte först visste jag ingenting om det, men när jag fick brevet hem att jag skulle träffa juryn, då visste jag att det var hon, för hon har gjort det tidigare.
From the beginning I didn't know anything, but then I got a letter that I should meet the jury, and then I knew what was going on.
Well, I think that's very interesting. Now, her grandmother got her into this. How is she going to describe this experience to her grandmother, the pageant experience, when she goes home?
Det var mormor som gjorde att du kom med i det här, och vad ska du berätta för mormor om det när du kommer hem?
Jag har massor att berätta. Jag berättar om allt som har hänt, allt jag har lärt mig, vad som händer och hur det går till att göra en tv-show. Och berätta om alla tjejerna jag har träffat och folket som jag har jobbat med.
Before you tell us, is it good or bad?
Good. I have a lot to tell her about how it is to make a TV show and all the people I know, and it has been very exciting.
Fine, thank you, and thank you, Miss Sweden.
Thank you.
Next is Miss Turks and Caicos. She is Carmelita Arisa, 18, lives in Grand Turk Island, and she just graduated from high school, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
Now, what are your plans?
To become a veterinarian.
You'd like to be a veterinarian?
Yes.
Do you have pets?
17 to be exact.
You have what?
17 to be exact.
17 pets?
Dogs.
Oh, 17 dogs?
Yes.
No wonder you want to be a veterinarian.
Yeah. Love my animals.
Are they spayed or neutered?
Some of them.
Now, you know one of the big problems with animals around the world is overpopulation.
Yes.
Yes, so you have to get that done, don't you?
Yes, I do.
Now, your sister was Miss Turks and Caicos, was she not?
Yeah, she was in the Miss Universe pageant in 1983 in St. Louis, Missouri, and I was there also.
Only 5 years ago.
Yes.
And then the family had only 2 dogs, so you see what's happened. Do you see what happened?
Yes.
Yes. All right. I wish you well in your studies, Miss Turks and Caicos. Thank you. And Miss Chile. Would you join me, please? She is Cecilia Baloco, 22. She lives in Santiago. And she is a recent Design Institute graduate. Now, do you wish to speak English?
I know a little bit, but I would prefer to have my...
All right, let's have the interpreter stand by here.
Thank you.
And ask her, please, what she intends to do now that she's finished her studies.
¿Qué es lo que piensas hacer ahora que ya has terminado tus estudios?
Bueno, trabajar como diseñadora, porque eso es lo que soy. Seguir con mis clases de ballet, porque las amo. Soy bailarina clásica. Y a lo mejor luego casarme.
I would like to carry on with my fashion designing. I would like to carry on with ballet dancing, classical ballet, and maybe marry and have a family.
Well, you're going to be very busy, muy ocupado.
Voy a hacer las cosas una por una, no todas juntas.
To take everything one at a time.
Yes. Now, ask her, is she going to design clothing her own line, or does she want to work for a manufacturer?
¿Vas a fabricar tu ropa tú misma o vas a trabajar para una fábrica, una manufactura?
No, yo quiero instalarme sola, porque tengo muchas ideas, quiero lanzar una nueva línea diferente y seguir diseñando, que es lo que más me gusta. No quiero trabajar en una empresa grande porque se pierde un poco la creatividad.
Now, I understood that. She wants to do her own line because she has many original ideas and she doesn't want to work with a company because they may change them, right?
Exactly.
Yes, I'm proud of myself. Judges, give me a mark on that, please.
Why did you then ask me in
Now, just a moment. Look at this. What?
Why did you ask me in English?
Why are you speaking English now? Why is she here at all?
Oh, do again the question, but in Spanish.
In Espanol?
So my
all
country
right.
can understand.
I'll speak Spanish. You speak English.
Okay.
Okay. I'll give you a chance to wind this up with a commercial for your new line, but you have to do it in English. Now, don't look frightened. I'm going to write
like a
comercial for
okay.
televisión.
In English? No.
In English. In English. No commercial then. All right. No, I'm going to tell you what to say. I have an idea.
Okay.
I have una idea. Okay?
Okay.
you say that in
Okay. You ladies, next Christmas, ask Santa Claus to give you a sweater designed by me.
There you are, and they'll do it. Thank you, Miss Shelley. Thank you. Now, if you've picked a winner, you may be right, but you also may be in for some surprises. We have 2 more competitions, swimsuit and evening gown, still to come, and they just might change your mind.
The interview competition is over. Let's see how they did. The judges gave the highest score to Miss Chile, with Miss USA second and Miss Italy third. And by the way, that horse procession that you see is called in here Kuda Kapong in Malay. Just another of the charming traditions that we've been able to see and have a great pleasure in delighting with here in Singapore. You know, over 1,000 years ago, ships from all over the world sailed for months to reach Singapore. Today, airplanes measure that distance in hours, and travelers still find it unique. That's where we are, and why we are here is to select the new Miss Universe. So while our semi-finalists change into their swimsuits, you're going to meet the people who will make that decision and see the wonderful prizes our winner will receive. All that when we come back after this word from Scope.
Our winner tonight will become the 36th Miss Universe, and she'll receive a prize package totaling nearly $250,000 in cash and merchandise. It includes a $25,000 personal appearance contract, a $15,000 first prize award, and all these lovely prizes Mary is going to tell us about.
Miss Universe will receive 2 first-class round-trip tickets to any Singapore Airlines destination. She will enjoy the comforts of the world's most modern fleet and experience in-flight service even other airlines talk about. She will receive 88 pieces of the world's most brilliant crystal, waterford. From DV Hotels, 40 weeks ownership in a Caribbean condo with membership in the Interval International Exchange Program. And from Paramount, their top 100 movies on video cassette. In addition to a $5,000 cash award, Miss Universe will win a year's wardrobe from Kinney, the great American shoe store. Once again, the official footwear for the Miss Universe pageant, Kinney has a style for every occasion. In addition to a $5,000 wardrobe by Mary McFadden, our winner will receive a $5,000 cash award, both from Secret, the official antiperspirant of the Miss Universe pageant. The new Miss Universe will receive a $10,000 cash award, plus a complete wardrobe of sportswear and swimwear from Catalina, a part of this pageant for 36 years. For those moments that are important, our new Miss Universe will receive, in addition to a $10,000 cash award, a 5-year supply of cosmetics from Maybelline, the official cosmetic for the Miss Universe pageant. From Crush soft drinks, including their new favorite Diet Apple, our winner will receive a $5,000 cash award. The refreshing fruity taste of Crush, the official soft drink of the 1987 Miss Universe pageant. She will receive an elegant $10,000 18-karat solid gold watch studded with diamonds and blue sapphires, created especially for her by Raymond Wheel of Geneva, Switzerland. Miss Universe will receive her new Mazda RX-7 sports car, powered by a fuel-injected rotary engine. Her Mazda features a special luxury package including sunroof, 6-way seat, and a 100-watt stereo system. To top off her wardrobe, our winner will receive this magnificent natural black llama mink coat, awarded by the internationally famous Flemington Fur Company in Flemington, New Jersey. Miss Universe will receive a cash award of $6,000, video products, and the revolutionary Maxim SLR autofocus system from Minolta, the world's most complete autofocusing system only from the mind of Minolta. And there's more. Indeed, there is more. Incredible is the word for this stunning handmade diamond necklace set in 18-karat gold with over 10 carats of Quintari cut diamonds. It's a one-of-a-kind $30,000 masterpiece designed by Merit Diamond Corporation. All this for the new Miss Universe. Well, we have seen what the new Miss Universe will win, so it seems fitting that we should now get to meet the people who will decide who that winner will be. Bob?
Thank you, Mary. For the past week, our celebrity judges have worked diligently to prepare themselves for making that most important decision. Now we'd like to have you meet them. First, a star in the theater, films, and television, she originated the role of Mrs. Garrett on Different Strokes and starred in her own hit series, The Facts of Life. As a producer, she is currently developing projects for television and films. Please welcome Charlotte Rae. He's an author and journalist who has covered wars and political campaigns and spent over 20 years assessing the impact of television on the lives of all of us. The New York Bureau Chief of TV Guide, Neil Hickey. This beautiful young woman from Puerto Rico was Miss Universe 1985. Owner of a finishing school and modeling studio, she is currently starring in the TV drama El Cisne Blanco. Welcome back, Deborah Carthy-Dew. Producer of such films as That's Dancing, Minnelli on Minnelli, and The Eagle Has Landed. His current plans involve films, a Broadway musical, and a new TV game show entitled The Fame Game. He is David Niven, Jr. Over 300 million viewers see this TV producer and host weekly on her TV series Looking East in the USA and One World in the People's Republic of China. Please welcome Yu Sai Khan. Soon to begin production on his next film, Warlock, he is currently enjoying the acclaim and honors given to his last production, the highly praised winner of 4 Academy Awards, including Best Picture. He is the producer of Platoon, Arnold Kopelson. Her portrayal on the television series All in the Family created another highly successful series, The Jeffersons, currently seen in worldwide syndication. The Emmy award-winning actress Isabel Sanford. His highly successful career as a designer of French high fashion, his creations, especially evening gowns and cocktail dresses, have brought him international fame. Some of the most glamorous ladies in the world wear his designs. Paul Louis Aurier. A splendid singer and actress on the Broadway stage and in films, she's even better known to television audiences as the original hostess of Good Morning America and from the hit series Too Close for Comfort. She is Nancy Dussault. A native of Singapore, he gained international renown as a ballet choreographer. He is currently the Associate Artistic Director and Resident Choreographer for the Washington, D.C. Ballet. Welcome home, Chu San-go. Knighted by the King of Spain for his achievements throughout the world as a dancer, author of his autobiography, Gypsy in My Soul, and described by Life magazine as the world's finest Spanish dancer. Please welcome Jose Greco. His long and successful career in both motion pictures and television is highlighted in the minds of the public by his portrayal of Mr. Phelps in the long-running TV series Mission Impossible. Here is Peter Graves. Along with the applause of our audience, you have the gratitude of everyone associated with the pageant. Thank you, judges. The magical merger of old and new that is Singapore manifests itself in many ways, and probably best of all in its people. Coming from many national and cultural backgrounds, they move forward together but hold on to the traditions of their ancestors. As an exciting example of this, we bring you the colorful and exotic cultural dance groups of Singapore.
In the dressing room, always an exciting place to be, but especially right now because our semifinalists are getting ready for the swimsuit competition. You know, Singapore is a city known for its shopping, so during the rehearsals, we asked all of our contestants to be ready to tell us about their favorite or their most unusual purchase that they've made here in Singapore, and we're going to check our semifinalists for some of their answers right now. What about you, Miss Singapore? I heard you say in the interview competition that all the girls were asking you, of course, where to shop. So have you found anything special?
Well, I bought this beautiful outfit, you know, that I didn't think I'd buy it, but then I saw it, I really liked it, and I said, I have to get that outfit no matter what. And when we had a day off, I just went down and bought it.
Well, maybe if you come to the United States or you wear that anywhere else in the world, good luck. And let me talk here to Miss USA. Michelle, did you find anything special?
Oh, I sure did. We went shopping one night and I bought a big statue of the national symbol of Singapore, which is the merlion.
Oh, how wonderful.
Oh, it's gorgeous.
That'll be a great memento.
$6 on it.
Well, you spent it well, though. And let's see, how about Miss Philippines here?
It's a very, very...
Tell everyone right out here.
Oh, it's a very, very precious gift from my best friend. She happens to be my roommate.
And what was it?
She gave me this good luck charm, a frog's eye, something from Turkey. And I love it so much.
Well, I hope it will bring you good luck. And we wish all of you luck. I think that we know what each of these young women would really like to bring home from Singapore. The best luck of all, the best good luck charm would be the Miss Universe crown. And we'll move a little closer to determining who that will be with the swimsuit competition when we come back. And good luck to...
For our swimsuit competition, we draw on the wonders that Mother Nature has bestowed on Singapore. Cascading waterfalls, lush foliage, orchids of indescribable color and beauty all contribute to the background for our lovely ladies. They'll be wearing swimsuits from Catalina, made expressly for this competition. Now, the 1987 Miss Universe Swimsuit Competition. Miss Italy.
Roberta is 5 feet 11 inches tall and weighs 127 pounds. She's 18 years old with brown hair and hazel eyes.
Miss Puerto Rico.
Year-old Lowry is a blue-eyed blonde. She weighs 120 pounds and is 5 feet 9 inches tall.
Miss Philippines.
With black hair and brown eyes, Geraldine is 23 years old. She is 5 feet 9 inches tall and weighs 120 pounds.
Miss Venezuela. Miss Peru.
Weighing 116 pounds, Jessica is 5 feet 8 inches tall. She has black hair, dark brown eyes, and she is 21 years old.
Miss USA.
Michelle is a blue-eyed brunette. She is 5 feet 11 inches tall and weighs 135 pounds. Michelle is 21 years old.
Miss Singapore.
Standing 5 feet 7 inches tall, Marion weighs 114 pounds. She is 19 years old with dark brown eyes and black hair.
Miss Sweden.
Suzanne has blue eyes and blonde hair. She is 5 feet 8.5 inches tall and weighs 125 pounds. Suzanne is 19 years old.
Miss Turks and Caicos.
Carmelita has dark brown hair and dark brown eyes. She is 5 feet 8 inches tall and weighs 104 pounds.
Miss Chile.
Cecilia has light brown hair and green eyes. She is 22 years old, 5 feet 8 inches tall, and weighs 116 pounds.
We have completed the second of our 3 semi-finalist competitions, meaning we've moved a little closer to deciding who will be the new Miss Universe.
They call this the Mysterious East, and the biggest mystery, who will be the new Miss Universe, moved a little closer to a conclusion with our swimsuit competition, in which the judges gave the highest score to Miss Chile, with Miss Italy second, and Miss USA third. I love these guys. Now, wouldn't that big fellow and Oliver J. Dragon make a great couple? You know, the mysterious East that we've all read about and maybe even dreamed about, the intriguing mixture of the old and the new, is the theme for the exciting musical number that's coming up right after this from Crush, the official soft drink of the 1987 Miss Universe pageant.
Ready to show off? New diet.
The streets of Singapore testify that this is truly a city of contrast, the merging of the old and the new. It's a city of beauty, mystery, intrigue, a city that gives deeper meaning to the word exotic. Now there is still another aspect to exotic Singapore. It's a world fashion center, and our young ladies recognize that in their production number, which highlights fashions by 10 of Singapore's top designers.
on my way, I'm making it. I've got to make it show, yeah. So much larger than life. I'm gonna watch it grow. Big time. I'm on my way, I'm making it. Big time. Big time. I've got to make it show, yeah. Big time. So much larger than life. I'm gonna watch it grow.
Everybody, you were great. What a fabulous number. I loved it. I think everybody else loved it too. I adored it. Can't you hear the applause? It was wonderful. It was wonderful. I think I'm almost in the number now, aren't I? You know, putting together a production number like you just saw can take up a lot of time. Also, there are the demands of interviews, photo sessions, fittings, and of course, a little time out to write home. That all adds up to a pretty busy schedule for our contestants, but hey, we're talking about young ladies here. Almost all of them seeing Singapore for the very first time, so you know they managed to find time for a little fun, too.
The best fun is that which you can share with children. Many of our Miss Universe contestants and 100 excited children from Homes for the Underprivileged enjoyed a 45-minute fun flight on board one of Singapore Airlines' magnificent big top 747s. Treated like VIPs by those charming flight attendants known as Singapore girls, our contestants and the children enjoyed a taste of the special in-flight service for which the airline is famous. What a time! The Raffles Hotel let our ladies take a look at the past. T as Noel Coward enjoyed it, sitting on the veranda like Somerset Maugham and Rudyard Kipling did. And I'm told this room inspired Ernest Hemingway to write, "For whom the ball rolls." Well, hey, I'm entitled to some fun too, right, ladies? Thanks. Tiger Balm Garden is a park which colorfully reflects the rich Chinese mythology that is so much a part of Singapore life. In contrast to Tiger Balm Garden in yesterday, there's the magnificent Marina Square Hotel complex, which played host to everyone connected with the pageant and was also the site of a pageant fixture. No matter where our pageant may take place, a highlight is always the makeup clinic conducted by Stan Place for Maybelline. the official cosmetic for the 1987 Miss Universe pageant. Sentosa Island is where a busy Singaporean or a Miss Universe contestant might go to relax. Wait till the other turtles hear who I had lunch with. This is the age of aquarium. Well, what did you do in Singapore? Oh, I danced with a lion. Really? How was he? He was very light on his paws. Our contestants charmed the snake charmer and then charmed the snake. For our big wheels, the next stop was a non-stop effort to keep the wheels rolling as they get in some exercise in their Catalina action wear. Soccer might be the #1 sport for most people, but for our ladies, that's right, shopping. Look out, Singapore, here they come. Did somebody say let's dance? Yes, and they only had to say it once. Singapore has many languages, but in all of them, the word for this is fun.
I told you they'd find themselves some fun. Now I have a question for you ladies in our audience. Suppose you were to be in a competition in front of 600 million people and you had to decide on an evening gown to wear. What would you choose? I have trouble deciding what to wear for one day. In a moment, we're going to see how 10 young women from different parts of the world answer that question. That will be right after this.
A tradition of Miss Universe is providing a little sister for each of our contestants. These are children, each of whom accompany, root for, and look up to their big sisters. Singapore will be no exception. Tonight, in our evening gown competition, our little sisters not only serve as companions, but also sing out with their own special star medley for their big sisters.
You are my song, you light my way, you brighten all my nights and make my day. You are my song, and even more, you are the friend that I've been waiting for. And if I start to lose my way, I search the sky and find out where you are. Then I call on you to see me through. Because you are my star.
Somewhere in that group of little sisters, there may be Miss Universe for the year 2000. But this is 1987, and this is the Miss Universe evening gown competition. Miss Italy.
You are my star. I look at you and feel my secret wishes coming true. You are my star. I'm not alone now that I have one of my very own. And even when the clouds appear,
Miss Puerto Rico.
cover all the other I look up to you and you shine through. Because you are my star.
Miss Philippines.
Upon a star makes no difference
Miss Peru. Miss USA. Miss Singapore. Miss Sweden. Miss Turks and Caicos. Miss Chile. If you've been matching your opinions with those of our judges, you'd better be ready, because our last semi-finalist competition is concluded, and we'll soon learn who our 5 finalists are.
Well, as Bob just said, our last semi-final competition is over, and the judges gave the highest score in evening gowns to Miss Chile, with Miss Italy second and Miss USA third. This audience gathered here tonight at the World Trade Center in Singapore is truly international. There's a special aura created by ambassadors to Singapore from countries all over the world who've come here to lend support to the young women from their respective countries. And we are very pleased and honored to have you with us, Deputy Prime Minister Ong Teng Cheong, and the Chairman of the Singapore Tourist Promotion Board, Lim Chin Beng. Thank you. Our 5 finalists are about to be announced, and Bob will do that right after this from Vidal Sassoon.
It is time now to announce the names of our 5 finalists. It's also a chance for you to determine what kind of judge you'd be. You and our panel have both seen and heard the same competition since our semifinalists were announced. This time, the scores you will see represent the average score each contestant received for the 3 semifinal competitions. Now, let's find out who our judges have chosen to be our 5 finalists. Here we go. Number 1. Miss USA. Another of the favorites with the audience, Miss Italy. I don't think you will be surprised with Miss Puerto Rico. And Miss Chile. And now only one more beauty delegate who can become Miss Universe. She is Miss Venezuela. There we have our 5 finalists, and they certainly are lovely. All their previous scores are now discarded. From these 5, our celebrity panel will select the new Miss Universe.
Bob just said, having chosen our 5 finalists, we now discard all of their scores. And from this group of 5, each judge will rank our finalists in order of preference. They'll put those rankings into our computer, and out will come the names of the new Miss Universe and the 4 runners-up. Now, most of the contestants in tonight's pageant had never been to Singapore before. Well, neither had Bob nor I. And I can assure you that all of us are going home with our own individual and wonderful memories of this exotic city. And so that you, too, can share some of those memories, here is the reigning Miss Universe, Barbara Palacios Tede.
Because it is a place of contrast, you don't just visit Singapore, you experience it. It is tradition. It is progress. It is nature. It is modern. Breakfast on the terrace is always a treat, but in Surprise in Singapore, you never know who your guest may be. Today, Singapore is proud to be the busiest seaport in the world, but it is also proud of its history. The rich and colorful history of Singapore is portrayed in the Sentosa Wax Museum. Here, the past is magically recreated in lifelike images. Neighborhoods reflect cultures. One is Chinese, with artisans, exotic fruits, and symbols. Another is Malay, where you find merchants, materials, and mosques. And another is Indian, where Bombay and Calcutta and New Delhi come alive in Singapore. Peranakan place combines all lifestyles and new diets. In the shops and restaurants here, visitors can relive the heritage of this remarkably unique culture. Sir Stamford Raffles might not recognize the city he gave new life to, but he would be proud of it. It is written that man's first home was a garden, and these orchid gardens are home to the national flower Singapore, Vanda Miss Joaquim. It is somehow fitting that the beautiful contrasting colors of the orchid should be the symbol of beautiful, contrasting Singapore.
All of us, such exciting memories of Singapore. Now, just ahead, our judges will be choosing which young lady will take home the most special memory. They'll be casting their deciding votes right after this word from Tartar Control Crest.
First it was a dream, then it was out of reach, then it moved closer, and now that dream is looking more and more as if it could happen. Each of our 5 finalists has come face to face with her dream. The 1,000,000-to-1 odds are now 4-to-1. With the new Miss Universe, thanking you for being with us and saying good morning from Singapore.
Well, none of us will ever forget Singapore, but nobody will remember it better and more fondly than Miss Chile, Cecilia Baloca, who has been chosen as the new Miss Universe. To her, our congratulations. To you, our thanks for joining us, and on behalf of everyone at the Miss Universe pageant, so long from Singapore.
Portions of this program were recorded.